What's going on YouTube? JT Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition to my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're talking about Batgirl issue number 6. This one's written by Tate Brownbell and who was it? Takashi Miyazawa. And this is part 6 of 6 of the Mother storyline before we jump off into something else. So I'm glad this is going past the 6 issues where I think it was originally kind of pitched as, but I'm glad because, like I said, this has been a pretty solid storyline so far, especially if you like more classic Cassandra Cain and that stuff. So as the issue opens up, we kind of remember the last issue left off where Cass and Shiva were kind of left tied up, and now they have to kind of figure out a way to kind of get out of this situation. And then we get the big reveal about the Unburied or whatever it is, and you know, Shiva is kind of responsible for this whole kind of fiasco, and she lied to Cassandra, and they were kind of left in more of a peaceful state, but then Shiva kind of came involved and caused some problems, and thus they kind of became more war hungry once more. So yes, this is Shiva being at fault once again, and Cass is really upset about this because once again her mother cannot grow. Like, she can't grow past this kind of coldness within her. There are a few very small moments from time to time of Shiva having some semblance of potentially good qualities, but she can't really seem to escape who she is. And you know, Cass abandoned that lifestyle and embraced the lifestyle of the Bat family. So as they're tied up, they are saved by their friend Jash, who, you know, Cass has been kind of, you know, formed a nice bond with over the course of several issues. He does help them escape, but then he is murdered right afterwards, and it is kind of a heartbreaking scene because somebody who showed kindness and compassion to her as a result of the stuff involving her mom, once again people are kind of left dead as a result of all this. So like, this is kind of like hard for Cassandra to kind of deal with. Her and her mom seem to escape, but then Cass is like, I'm done with you, I'll help you escape, but then that's it. And in order to escape, she has to kind of embrace something that her father taught her, and her father being Bruce in this instance, because, you know, Shiva looks at her as kind of daughter of the Bat now, because Cass is fully like Bat family. Uses the bats to help escape, and there's some really good little action bits within the course of this issue. And of course, like, they do manage to escape their little spot. They're getting ready to go on the motorcycle, but Shiva decides to kind of stay behind and fight, leaving Cassandra to kind of go off on her own. And Cass is like, no, come on, because like deep down she still has like a care for her mom. Like, she wants to love her mom, but her mom refuses to kind of leave this like life behind. She refuses to change for the better, and it's like, it's kind of hard. Some kids have to deal with that too, like where they have family members where they, like I said, that's your family, but you want to love them, but some just refuse to grow. Some are just naturally like not the best people. But Shiva has like one moment of kind of softness within her where she decides to kind of stay behind and give Cass a chance to fight. She tells her to go find the bronze tiger, and they'll be able to kind of help her out. So that's where the issue ends. Shiva goes, and she's seemingly left to die. We get this logo right here. Looks like Cobra is seemingly involved. And Cass is going off to go find the bronze tiger for the next phase of issues in that too. So pretty cool stuff. You know, I'm wondering because, what was it, like during the Robin book that Williamson wrote, I think Shiva showed up at one point, talked about there being some other sort of fighting tournament within the DC universe, and it makes me wonder if it's connected to whatever this title is going on. Like, she's going to fight Bronze Tiger, of course, one of the best fighters within the DC universe, and you have Shiva and Cass and all that too. It's just kind of a theory out there. I wonder if they're ever going to bring that up again, or if it's just going to be kind of forgotten about. But I thought this was a pretty solid issue. I like the stuff with Cass and her mom. Sometimes you can't go wrong with a little fun family drama, and you kind of get the heartbreaking moments in there, and the artwork is pretty solid. But we do see, like I said, there are maybe like one semblance of like compassion from time to time with Shiva, which can be kind of interesting. So I don't know if Shiva will ever fully kind of like become a better person, because DC has this tendency to, well, maybe we'll redeem a villain, but then we'll kind of bring it back to square one and whatnot. But with Shiva, there's still just too much of that like darkness within her. But deep down, there is still a little bit of kind of good qualities, like really like buried within her too. So I thought this was pretty solid. I'm sure Shiva isn't dead. She's probably just gonna be apprehended once more. I'd be surprised, like I said. And plus, like I said, you have other stuff like Nist and all that. Like, she just kind of showed up in there, but then we didn't really kind of see her again. Maybe she'll come back in to the storyline at some point. Will Talia ever show up? Because you have Al Ghul's Leagues of Assassins. There was connections to Ra's al Ghul or Ra's al Ghul or Mr. Granddaddy Al Ghul, whatever you want to call the guy, as well. So it just leaves me kind of scratching my head like, oh, which direction are we going to go in with this thing? So so many questions, but I'm looking forward to kind of getting to those answers as the storyline unfolds. So, yeah, like I said, pretty good stuff overall. Love the artwork, like the stuff with Cass and her mom. And I'm looking forward to seeing Bronze Tiger brought into the mix. This is clearly made by somebody who likes, like prime Cassandra Cain stuff. So what did you all think of it? Post your comments down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, hit the bell for notifications, all other fun stuff. And as always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. No more DC books for the rest of the week. There will be a Godzilla comic book review, but I'm going to post that one tomorrow, so stay tuned. Peace out, everyone.